Welcome back, everybody. We got another great round-robin match here. Amit Karki, I believe that's pronounced correctly, Amit, against Christian Youngers, who was just actually in the stream with me, doing some commentating and do some great camera work. So he's set to break off in this best of three. This is a Group A match. These guys are in tough. Ali and Jackie are looking strong players in this group. We're here at the 2022 United States National Snooker Championship, live at Ox Billiards in Seattle, Washington. We're glad you're tuning in wherever you're finding us, whether it be on Facebook, YouTube, or twitch.tv. Just search out Ox Billiards and you'll be able to find us. It's David Burney in the booth, and we appreciate all the comments you come through. And if you have any questions, feel free to fire them our way and we'll do our best to answer them. As I see someone by the handle of Drop Dead Fred shouting out to Bernie Boy. Not sure who you are, Drop Dead Fred, but you know, that's who I am. I am David Burney, and you're not. It's starting to probably get a little bit more lively in the room, as this is a great club here that Mike is running, but it has also got some fantastic Rasson 8-ball tables, so some members are probably coming in just to hone their skills or just have a nice friendly match with a friend. So you might hear just a bit more noise than usual than this morning, but a nice long pot by Amit to get things going. It's Amit at the table there. We're in a very nice presentable vest. And Christian, when he gets to the table, has the traditional black and white, although with black suit and white waistcoat, where some like the reverse, the black suit and the white waistcoat, or the white suit and the black waistcoat, shall we say. But there's no stipulations on style of dress, shall we say. As long as you have dress pants, dress shoes, dress shirt, and a waistcoat, you could have a nice pattern like Amit has there, or just the standard solid colors. Excuse me. Bit of length on that one. That was a tricky one for Christian, but we've seen it all day long that this TV table just might add just a hair of pressure. Just you know, if as a player you kind of got to block it out, but sometimes you look around and you kind of engage in the room and you realize that a lot more people are watching you than you think. There's a little tooth in there for Christian, but shouldn't be too bad. Well, we always have plans of junior events, seniors events, and women's events. Not sure Snooker 155 if you tuned in last weekend here at Ox Billiards. We had the first ever World Women's Snooker US Open Championship. Lots of fun. We had a field of 15 players. 4 came from Britain. We had, I think, 1 Canadian, 1 German, and the rest were American. So it just takes time, obviously. Young Marissa Dew was the youngest competitor in the tournament last weekend at 13 years old. And I do know back in Canada, a great contributor to the society Vineet Dasani. He has a couple of sons that are into the game. So I think the job that we're doing is trying to expose people to it. So if you have a youngster, get them over to the TV or the computer screen and let them take a look at this, and it's possibly they might gravitate to it. So there's always plans of putting on a variety amount of tournaments. It's just time, finances, and all that stuff. But we're happy that you're joining us on the U.S. National Championship here. And as I said, just baby steps. We keep pushing, and if you want to help out, we gladly enjoy the help. It takes a lot of people to get these things working and get the great pictures and sound and make sure tournaments run smoothly, so players aren't getting too annoyed. It takes a real army to put all this stuff together, and a lot of hard work, a lot of long hours coming in the day, and a lot of us as players and behind the scenes are amateurs at what we do here, so we do it for the love. Both players just struggling to find a little bit of form in this beginning stages. That's the funny thing about this game, some just struggle for a little bit of form, and then all of a sudden something just clicks. They've put the keys in the Ferrari and it started up, and they're driving down that Pacific Coast Highway. Nice red there, but he just kind of got a little betwixt and between there. Ran just enough to take the black out of the equation. If it was a bit shorter, he would have been on the black. A bit stronger, he would have been on the black, but he could have the pink into the right middle bag here. Yeah, it's a fun time watching the amateur game, because when you're used to the pro scene, you know that they're not going to miss. In the amateur game, you're going to see a few more misses, shall we say, let's be honest. But it can get exciting, and you get excited with the player when they start getting in the groove and putting up a good break. So nice attempt on that brown for Christian. Obviously couldn't roll up to it, which is always the usual shot with that black, or that red, my apologies, close to the yellow pocket. Couldn't just roll up on the brown, and just wondering if that red near the yellow goes by just close to his cue ball. He's eyeing it up. And he also has that red that's close to the yellow pocket. But not fancying either. Looking to this red out in the open. Using the rests makes it a little bit more difficult. A little bit of a longer shot. Just, these pockets are tough, that's for sure. Good cue ball there. Christian will be tempted to take this red by the black into the middle pocket. He's taking it on, and he would have been very fortunate, because that black would have gone for him. So interesting how some reds are starting to collect down in the Balkan. It's making the shot choices just a little bit more difficult. You gotta Naturally, if there wasn't any reds in the bulk end, without a doubt, Amit would be taking on this red by the black, cut it in. If he misses, he's up in bulk, and there's not really any shot on there, but that's not the case, as we have reds up there, so he's going to be very nice shot there. Yes, we do have stuff coming to America. We know a few months, or I think about a year ago, Judd Trump was in this room, a great snooker player, one of the best over there in the UK. And actually recently Ricky Walden was over. Nick Barrow, world-renowned snooker coach, is coming over to town. So I think a lot of the players and people involved in the pro game are getting aware of what's going on in Canada and the US, that there is a market there, and they definitely like to grow into it. Now, is snooker going to compete with baseball and basketball and American football? Probably not. Might not get the numbers there. Snooker is kind of a niche thing, but you get a small population of America, and on a bigger scale, that's a huge amount of people. Pretty good here for Christian. He's starting to put something together, maybe feeling the rhythm. Looks like he's going to take on this. In the open, it's near the blue. Nice shot there. Nice thing with this blue, I think you can squeeze by that red, and the red near the yellow pocket is going to be potable. So, but he has to focus on this, putting his mini butt on, so that's going to add to the pace of the ball, a little heavier cue. Didn't run enough for him. So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a plant scenario over here. Most pool players or North American players might call it a combo. So Christian kind of just took a look at that shot, was shaking his head a little bit. Wow, nice shot there. A lot of pressure on that shot. Just unfortunate, his color is to be desired, but that was a nice cut into the side pocket. Those are tricky, and when they go in, they just look quite lovely. It's taking the long blue into the top right corner. If you want any updated scoring, feel free to check out cloudsnooker.com. They have the live scoring tab where you can see updated scoring as it's put into the computer by their players at their scoreboards. And you can also take a look at the group structure there to see where all your favorite players are standing. Ooh. Nice little break of 19. Christian to put him ahead in this first frame of a best of 3. But he has left a few on. Let's see if Amit can take advantage here. Nice shot right there. Came off the cushion lovely for the black. So, fun game, you know. Just when you think your opponent is running away, they miss, and then you get an opportunity, and you've got to make use of your opportunities there. So the balls are spread open nicely, definitely down here in the middle of the table at the business end. Looking for the pink. Unfortunately, didn't get it. If he took that black, he might have canned it into the pink and not been on a red, but left an opportunity for Christian here. I drew back for the pink, okay. Maybe you could run through for the black, but these players know their abilities better than I do, that's for sure. You got to play your percentages, what shots you're more comfortable with. That's the name of the game, and controlling that cue ball. It's not that object ball, it's that cue ball, that little white ball. You want to make sure you know where it's going all the time. Just looking at the angle, I can take this to the middle pocket. Oh, he's not playing for the red close. Interesting decision there. Thought maybe he would take the red that's closest to his cue ball and he could have the pink into the same pocket there, but it's a great pot there from that red. Just goes down to, you know, playing what you're comfortable with. Kind of ended up in no man's land a little bit there. And on the cushion. Yes. Pot's on, but they're a little tricky, especially being up against the cushion. Just make it that much more difficult. But they're not difficult for young Christian, that's for sure. Just give it an extra little bit of force because he did want to come back down to the bulk end to start working away on those reds. So Pushed at that red, unfortunately. So as much as Amit is trailing by 31 points, there's lots of points on the table. He just needs that chance. The green's kind of tied up, obviously, but put this in, draw back a little bit for the black. Where he's got the pink. So that black up into the yellow pocket is going to help him to get that red into the green. But if he misses it, he's going to leave the red on. That's the tricky part here. It's pink. And if he stuns it, he's okay. Because he does now have that long red into the green pocket. Well, you're never out of it until you're out of it, so this is a good opportunity. He's going to probably swing around 3 cushions here. But just make sure the black, get those 7 points. That's the prime objective. But always so tough to be like, oh, that black shouldn't be too bad. And then get him swinging around because he wants to get back into that bulk area. Let's give himself half a chance. Great shot with the rest there. Wow. Probably going to play the snooker here. Just slowly run into the brown. Just tapping it will definitely cover it. Unless you'll cut this black in. It's a gutsy shot. Yeah, that was the problem there. Sometimes that's just the pool mentality and that adrenaline running. As you're making a break and you're getting back in, sometimes you got to remind yourself to just hold off. And there's a better shot because he could easily have gotten 12 points on a well-crafted snooker if Christian was to foul and miss 3 times. But now he's missed that black and he's left this pot on for Christian. Oh, just a little unfortunate hit that red right on the nose. I was hoping to just glance off one side just to kick it out a little bit. $16 in it and 35 on, depending on what happens with this color. But where the red is by that green, you can really be crafty here. Brown. He's going to take the left side of the brown and just kind of get behind that pink. Very nicely done. Would have loved to have it on the cushion, that's for sure, but still just the position of that last red. Is there just the angle to go through blue and the pink, come off the bulk cushion, and he can hit that red by the green. So it's not the toughest hook Amit has ever faced. Ooh, he almost got the snooker back. I think the yellow ball has come to his rescue there. And he did try and he didn't want to hit the green on that last shot. Just get behind there. To pull up a bit. Following an effort, it's a safe shot, but you give your opponent the advantage when they can be at the table. Now it's Christian's chance to lay a crafty snooker. He might have maybe gone the other way towards the yellow, but he knows his shots better than we do. That's a nice shot there. Good cue ball. Great cue ball. So, both players kind of just taking a look because Christian is snookered here. Are playing, 3 attempts, 2 putbacks in the round robin stage of the tournament. Ooh. This might take a little bit of time to put back. Yeah. All right. And they're going onto the stream there on their smartphones, just kind of wanting to get it accurate place. So they've kind of scrubbed along in the timeline. Great advantageous this technology we have, and it's great ingenuity pretty quickly on these guys. Christian, who is quite a tech whiz. So attempt number 2. It's a little bit costly because he cannoned into the blue, and there's a 5-point foul. It is correct, Julian. It's tough to respot without the referee. I know in the tournaments that we do up in Canada, in the Vancouver area, we found that sometimes putting a coin by the cue ball, just the cue ball alone, and so you can get a good replacement on the cue ball. But obviously, that last shot, there was a few balls that go away, and that's always tricky. But both these players will look at each other and hopefully acknowledge the correct placement. Now you can put him back, but he's not going to put him back. It's just that's the name of the game is snooker, and they can help you out a lot in these games, get you back into the game. And we'll see if Amit can take advantage of it. Like we always say, it's coming down to the colors. Potentially a double here on the yellow, just with a element of safety. Maybe clip it a little bit on the bulk side of the yellow. Yellow's running nice and safe. Or if it's glued to the cushion there, the old saying is, when you have an object ball that's tight on a cushion, use your cue ball to hit the ball and the cushion at the same time, and you'll find the bottom of the pocket with that object ball. But a nice safety there by Christian. Wow, great long pot there by Amit. With that, he ties the frame 35-35. We got 25 on the table. No real difficult ball tied up, so obviously this is a tricky green for him. But you gotta see if whoever gets the first opportunity could have a good chance at winning the frame, but it's down to settling the nerves. And I'm just wondering if Amit has got the snooker there. Can Christian get by with some swerve? Yes, Julian, yeah, he's coming up table. He's going to hit the bulk cushion with some right signing. Dangerous. Always tricky when you put that siding in there. So attempt number 2. That's a much better shot. Yeah, just adjusted. Good comment there, Julian. He didn't have enough side on the first shot, so he did the adjustments. The fortunate part is he has put the screen out to the open, but 4 points, 25 on the table. It's anybody's frame. This first one in the best of 3 group stage here at the United States National Snooker Championship at Ox Billiards in the Emerald City of Seattle, Washington. And just a hand raise of the apologies for the fluke there, as that green just ran just enough that Christian won't be able to pot it into its own pocket. First, I thought he was going to get a nice glance off that blue, but there's an opening through. He didn't get the snooker, but he got the safe. It's almost a cross bank here. Or cross double, as they would say in snooker lingo. Cross bank would be a pool term. Well, this could be a result. How about that for a result? That's why he's on the table and I'm not. That is a fantastic snooker there, made by Christian. I wonder if he could take 2 cushions, hit the side, hit the bulk. Just missed it. And Christian's going to put him back. Just make sure, Christian, that that ball comes to a full stop. Actually, you know, if you touched it, it was still rolling. That could have been a foul on you. Good adjustment by Amit there. So tied at 39. In this first frame. Good opportunity here for Christian if he can get this green. Important ball to pocket. Nice green and has a good angle with this brown to be onto the blue. Ooh, just buckle a little bit maybe under the pressure. So funny old game, you know. I mean, who wants to take this one? It's been kind of back and forth, slow slugfest. Oh, unfortunate. Amit can't even believe it. How did that stay out? We said all weekend long, those are tight pockets. But Christian will need up to the pink. So, important shot here to get blue to pink. Cut it too much. Just when you think Christian's going to pull away. Unfortunately, the table bites him back. Out cue ball. Oh. Not what I wanted to do. And Christian just needs the blue. And OB and Snooker's required. However, that black is in quite a nice position if we get to that point for a Snooker. But we're not there yet. It's okay. It was safe. Kind of Christian being a left-hander, that black is just an annoyance because it's in your eyesight. That's not a bad shot there by Christian. I think he's got the Snooker. Good hit there by Amit. So maybe just come off the left side of the blue and get behind that black for Christian here. It's all a judgment of pace. Yeah, he had the right idea. It's just these tables are just so quick. So Mitt's turn to look for that black ball. So he didn't find it. Forced Christian into taking a careless pot. It's a long pot. Might have elements of a shot to nothing. Nice shot there. Wow. Can let out a sigh of relief there. It's a great long pot there by Christian. Uses pink just to assure the frame, and there he does. Good shot there. Christian Youngers takes this first frame, 62-39. So he needs a victory in his belt, as his first match was against Jackie Wee, and was unfortunate wasn't able to achieve victory in that match. But he's looking good, looking strong. But Amit Karki will have something to say about that when we conclude with frame 2. Coming up shortly. Stay tuned. And we're back here at frame 2 underway between Amit Karki and Christian Youngers. This is a round robin match. And these round robins, the top 2 from each group. We have 8 groups. The top 2 will be moving on to the knockout phase. We'll have 16 players there. And in those matches, round of 16 will be a best of 5. And then quarters and semifinals will be a best of 7. And then on Monday evening, a best of 9 will be played to decide who will be the 2022 United States National Snooker Champion. Sargon, I just don't know who's going to be on the stream next. It's kind of a roll-on, roll-off kind of theory that we have. Pretty much when this match comes to a conclusion, if we have a couple players in the room, their match is up, then we'll get them on. But obviously, if there's a table available, sometimes we get them on there. So just stay tuned, and hopefully we can get a player to your liking. Try and get players that haven't been on the stream. I found that plant quite nicely there. Break out your garden hoe, Amit. Very nicely done. It's got a space between the green and the brown off this blue. Well, at least we got the blue. That's important. So often than not, there's always multiple parts to a snooker shot, that's for sure. Now, is the iron up this plant here? I'm not too sure. It's very difficult, that's for sure. I don't know if I was him, I'd just be glancing off the bunch there and hopefully coming back into bulk, or actually maybe even going off one of these reds on the side cushion. So you got that brown up there and the angle that it's going to go. He was trying to do something in there, but unfortunately that didn't work. But fortunate enough for him, the black ball has blocked that red ball into the top right corner pocket. So a good safety shot there by Christian. It's a bit in bulk, but unfortunately there is the red that is just beneath the green that goes into the middle pocket. Decent effort there by Amit. Yeah, struck it with such authority that he was going to go in and out of the top end of the table, the business end as we like to call it. I think Christian would like to have that safety back. Just a little too thin. Let's open it up, and now this red is on for Amit. Out there quite nicely, so. Or I think the black, when it goes back on its spot, is going to be a little bit of danger because that red is close there. So he's got to probably reclaim for the red that's just to the left of the bunch near the black. Tough shot there. Yeah, you gotta be. Oh, it came back actually. You gotta be really pinpoint accuracy into those side cushions, or side pockets, shall we say. But fortunate enough for Christian, the red came back and went into the top right corner pocket. So there is always that little element of luck. That was one of those lovely double kisses that you usually get in France. Didn't hurt him too much, so. early on in the second frame here. 15-10 for Amit over Christian. Amit at the table right now. Just see a little bit of a safety exchange here. Red just might run just enough. He's got to be careful of it. Amit's got to come back into bulk here. Both these reds don't want to cannon into a pink or a green. Don't want to have the cue ball go in the pocket. Just, if that was a bit slower, it might have dropped, but the pace helped him there. Yeah, if you leave your cue ball down at the business end of the table, that red into the side definitely becomes a lot more appetizing. Safety there by Christian. Good pace, getting it pretty close to the bulk cushion. With that shot, he's kind of opened up the reds, but thin cut, there will be a path for Amit here, back into bulk. Yes, good retorts. It's a little safety play back and forth. So looks like Alfred Tinger has won his match against Mike Dominguez. There's some good support from Mike Dominguez, our owner-operator here at Ox Billiards. Streaming producer, scorekeeper, commentator. I don't know, what else does he do around here? He does a lot of things. Really pushing hard to grow this sport in the U.S. So we really appreciate all the work he's done. And it's definitely getting recognized. The USSA has recognized it, so they brought their national championship here. World Women's Snooker scene has also recognized it, as they had a great U.S. Open last weekend here. And this is just the beginning, really, of the season. Usually there's a summertime that we have off, but now with fall or autumn just around the corner, people are going to start hunkering down, look to get inside because the weather isn't so great. And why not come inside to a snooker club and learn this great game? That just shows how tight these pockets are. So will this be a good opening for Christian to score heavily? Very nicely done there by Christian. So I think this red that's close to the black interfere. It does have reds into the middle pocket. looking hard at that red near the top right corner pocket. If he can just get by it, come off the cushion, he can find the gap between those two reds to be on the black. Oh, it was looking good. It was. How many times have we seen that already in this early stages of this tournament? It's only day one, and some of those are just not dropping in these tight pockets. I needed to run a little bit more there for Amit. Wow, great long pot there. Struck with authority. Bit more trick here with the rests. Ooh, he almost flipped it down in that top left corner pocket. But a good miss nonetheless. Pace on that shot. That was, yeah, that'd be good. Just left Amit in a good spot here. Nice little cannon into that red to hold for the black. This is the frame Amit needs. Oh, the tight pocket strike again. I think the hardware store is going to be quite busy tomorrow. A lot of players are going to try and find a jackhammer to pry open these pockets just so they can receive the balls a little bit more. Very nice shot there by Christian. Just a little bit of top just to come off the two cushions. The only thing is, I don't know if he has an angle to get up onto that black. Might be just off straight. He might be able to use the cushion. Always key, that's what they're there for. Once again, those pockets strike again. Really tough table here. Got part two of the shot, that's for sure. He held for the black nicely, but unfortunately the red didn't drop. Playing the double here with an element of safety. Yes, well done there by Christian. Smart shot. how's that going to tempt Christian? I think that red went by the pink, but you have a better vantage point than I would. Now there's a couple rest shots here. Does he want to take this one? Looks like he's taking this one on the top corner. Almost maybe be tempted just to take the one right where his cue is, that red into the yellow pocket. Yeah, both players just hit a little sticky point right now, just both trying to find some form. There are some balls out in the opening. Ooh. That's going to be tough. So in the game of snooker, when the white ball does go in, you can put it into that D, so you might be able to see up there. It's and you can shoot forwards and backwards, where obviously in the American game of pool, you can only shoot down table, but in this game of snooker, when that happens, you can shoot either way. So hopefully Amit can make do. This is a frame he definitely needs to take to continue the match along. Well, thank you for the heads up, Sam. I don't play a lot of 8-ball or 9-ball, but he's correcting me in the world of pool. Standard rules say that when you have ball in hand, you can put it anywhere on the table and shoot in any direction. So, yeah, it's been a long time since I've played 8-ball. Probably I couldn't even drive at that time. So, thanks for clarifying that, Sam. Always have a great community out there on the chat just to clarify all the correct rules, so we much appreciate it. Nice pot there by Christian. Yeah, with that one red close to the brown, this is a good opportunity for one of these players to lay a telling snooker for sure. As it looks like Christian's got it there. Well, he's able to get out of the hook there. But he's left a red on for Christian into the yellow pocket, but he's electing to take on the open red into the green pocket. I think that red close to the blue does pass by the yellow. Wasn't a good miss there. Sometimes in this game you can have a good miss, sometimes you can have a poor miss, and that was a poor miss. It's lefting a pretty good opportunity for Christian to pot this red and get into it. Maybe pull up a bit. Yeah, if he just got on the other side of that blue, he would have been into the driver's seat. Used a little bit of the jaws to help him with that blue. But he's come out quite nicely. I think you can just float this in, be on the right side of the blue to take him up for the yellow. And get that with a little bit more pace. Still gets the black until the left middle. It can run up for the yellow. Used to play the snooker. Well done. Didn't want to force the issue there. Nice hit there by Amit. Christian down, taking a look just to see if he did get the snooker. There's an opening. How about this for a retort? Nice little cannon into the black there. So it looks like Amit's got the snooker. Amit putting him back. See how Christian makes the adjustments, and hopefully he can be successful on his second attempt. Oh, this is starting to get costly. Final attempt here. So with those penalty points, it's got a little bit closer here. But Christian's got the snooker there, so he might get some of those points back. So he's electing to put Amit back. Good at there by Christian, or Amit, my apologies, just made the adjustments. Put that yellow ball nice and safe on the cushion. Just missed that one. Now Amit can play from there, or put him back, or ask him to shoot again. So a lot of foul points happening in the latter part of this frame. So Amit putting him back in and electing him to shoot from there. Probably won't go too thin on this one. Again, just missing it. This is where this game can be cruel. Christian's got to be fuming inside right now. But settle the nerves. Just wanted to hit just then. It's a good contact there. I think there's a bit of an angle here. So that's straight on for Amit. Nice pot there. Might be able to get behind the pink here. Blue could have helped him out. Again, Christian just missing by fractions. Now it's just a question. He's going to put him back in. Sometimes these can hurt you. You know, I think that green was on. Sometimes you see the potential of a lot of penalty points, but, you know, gives your opponent another chance at the table. And they can make those fine-tuning adjustments. Christian didn't get it on that one. That's why this game is so tough. You don't want to be giving your opponent any points. You want to be accumulating them. So final attempt here. Ooh, the final attempt, the costliest one, is canning into the black, a 7-point foul.
Howdy, David Barney.
Hello there, Mike Dominguez. How are you?
Coming off a terrible performance. So I've been better. Lost my match 2-1.
Ooh, going to a decider. It's like a shot there by Amit. He's just frustrating Christian with these snookers. Now they got to be mindful. We're almost getting into the snooker's required stage, so. If he misses here, this won't be going back, but as the result is, he's got to know that.
Snooker's required.
That can happen sometimes when we don't have a referee, so. Should have known that a little bit better, but so sometimes you can just get so engrossed in the match. That's why obviously we need lots of help behind the scenes so we can get referees. I wonder if they're just... Yeah, so as a result of that last attempt that Christian had, he forced himself to be down by 27 points. And with 25 on the table, then that would be snookers required, and then balls cannot be put back.
That was very sportingly of Amit. Yeah, someone put in the chat 82 to 51. What Amit did was discount that last foul because snookers were required, and he replaced the balls to where they were after the third attempt. Or after the last attempt.
It was the second attempt. He the result of it was a snookers required stage. So
those foul points were sportingly taken off the table by Amit. Both of them came to an agreement that when snookers are required, they just both kind of made the mistake, and you can either keep the points on the table or you can do what they did and remove the points.
Oh.
And the snooker god said,
"This, I think, Christian, it's just maybe time to just pack up this frame and let's move on to the next one." Because it's not at the 3 snooker stage, but it just looks like he's not catching a break at all in this frame. So sometimes when the gods aren't with you, just carry on, force a decider, which I think that's where we're going. That green definitely should seal the deal.
I think he's looking for another snooker here. No, he's not.
Christian does need 3 snookers to achieve victory in this frame, so a tall order. My mistake, he needs 4 actually. Sorry, my arithmetic is getting confused here. It's been a strange frame.
The rule in this tournament is 4 or more snookers when in the colors they should concede.
Because 22 on, that will make it 72 or 73. The difference there is 12. So that's just 3 4-point snookers. Yep, okay. Working it out.
Yeah, it would still be... Yeah, it'd still be kind of tough if there are 5-point snookers.
True, you are correct, Sam. That is the correct point. 34 up, and there's 22 on the table. Because if... Christian is to make 22 points, obviously that's 73, and then the difference there is 12, so 4-point snookers, which usually are the snookers that happen, and you would need 3 of them.
He's well within the rules to keep going and try to just make a massive comeback and finish the match off here.
That might do it, though.
Oh, no.
I think we started this frame possibly with a fluke. So all ends well. So I don't think Christian's going to be coming back to the table. I don't think he can, as the rules state. He's down by 3. He needs 4 5-point snookers to win. Right now with 18 on the table would push him to 69. That's 20, so actually he needs 4 5-point snookers. So it's 4 or more, correct? This is a concession.
I believe it's 4 or more. They're checking with Ajaya.
Not sure on the frame time on this one, Mr. Sam. It has been going for quite some time. That's why, hey, it's always important. Read the rules when these tournaments come about.
Looks like they're playing on.
It's 4 snookers, I guess, to tie for 5-point snookers. That's... Yeah, so Christian needs 4 snookers to win. Black's in a spot that is quite potential. But this is very difficult.
Yeah, as you've been saying for last weekend and today, is if you need 4, you need to lay 6 or 7 just to make them stick.
And especially in this position when you have only 2 balls left on, so...
You gotta hone all your English billiards skills. Amit is going to have to leave the cue ball in between the pink and the black. Oh, does it have legs?
Yeah, I think Ahmad just wants to, just kill the frame here because it seems like Christian's not going to bow out anytime soon. Just get over and done with the business, force the decider.
Well, he's certainly, kind of ran a little far, but looks like there's still an angle to attempt getting behind the black. It goes.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah, he just didn't have the luck was not with him with that frame. So it takes that one to force us into a decider. We'll see how the twists and turns go in that match. We'll step aside and we'll be right back shortly with frame 3. And Amit just coming back from a comfort break, and Christian ready to break off in this deciding frame. Round robin match. It's a best of 3. Seemed like a epic last frame. Lots of twists and turns, lots of penalty points, that's for sure. So maybe these players can find some fluency in this frame and put up a good break. Unfortunately, the high breaks are 19 for Christian and 16 for Amit. But you never know. Sometimes player can turn and pots just start dropping. I don't know if Christian can get by this blue to that red. Looks like he's maybe taking that top red of the 2 near the top right hand corner. Wow, nice shot, nice control of the cue ball there. Just stunned it nicely for the black. That's going to make that last frame just a distance memory. So often does that happen. You get a great red plum on your color, and then unfortunately the color just doesn't go. It seemed like some of your frames, you went to the distance in your match. It was getting down to the wire. You weren't whitewashed or anything like that.
No, I think both of us were a little sluggish. He was less sluggish than I, and we both kind of looked at each other at the end of the match and said, somebody had to win. But yeah, the first frame was a black ball game, and the second frame I had a chance, but he laid a mean snooker on me, and I just could not get out of it. So took a late lead, and although it was close, I could not come back. And then he had a nice 23 break in the third frame, and it just kept him at arm's distance away. Yeah, he played better than me, and I just could not find the gear.
Yeah, sometimes that's just often the case. You just can't find that gear. It's struggling to find form, and it just... So
yeah, there's a few shots going through my head, as I'm sure all snooker players go through. They're like, oh man, how did I miss that shot?
True. Are these guys aware of a re-rack possibility?
Yeah. Black ball way up there. Black ball's not in a terrible position, but I don't think either one of them want to give an opportunity to make a red and get up to the bulk, hit that black ball in.
If Amit's going to take on this long red, it's got to be playing with an element of safety.
May have gotten away with it. The black ball's in the way. But looking at the middle, possibly. He's got to avoid the pack on the way back. Could be going for the corner. Can't really tell. Looks like the middle to me. Avoid the pack. Nice.
He's got on the right side of the blue there. He can kind of come down and open up those reds if he wants to, and that's the safe haven of the red into the yellow pocket. But
yeah, possibly jar the pink ball loose. But I think he's looking at that red near the yellow pocket, but gotta make the brown. Gotta make the brown.
I think that just goes down to experience. Once you get more and more familiar. I know Christian is heavily involved in the pool scene, does like to enjoy playing his snooker from time to time, but you probably would know better than I would about his history in the game.
Yeah, he is a solid pool player, very competitive, wins tournaments, does well in APA League, and he He's getting better and better at snooker. Right now is high break. Someone's asking, what are these players' high breaks outside this competition? Amit, I don't know.
In breaks, Amit has, in practice, he has a 71 break, and Christian has a 39 in practice. And then in competition, as you can find on the Cloud Snooker website, competition break for Amit is 54 and 28 is for Christian. So they're not hitting it off the lampshades.
It's quite the difference between practice and match.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And I think that unless you're a professional, you're going to have that gap.
There's also a big difference between practice, competition, TV table.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh, that's unlucky.
Ooh. Those thin cuts. I think Christian is going to be aware of those when this tournament is done for him and probably be going back to the practice table and working on them a lot. It's tough with these big tables. It's just got to be that more accurate.
Yeah, I think you'll find that Christian will do better as time goes on in this tournament. Is this his second match? Did he finish?
I believe so, yes. He played Jackie Wee, who we saw in the first match of the day, take on Ali Al-Assad, the last year's champion. Jackie actually was victorious. So, but the top two of each group move on to the knockout phase that commences on Sunday. And we're just getting started on day one here. Not sure how many more matches we have today on the TV table.
I think we're about 2 hours behind, so a lot.
Okay.
No.
Yes, I was talking to Ajay, the president, and he was feeling more that matches actually were going to be maybe 45 minutes. Guesstimating on that, but now they're working up maybe an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half matches.
Yeah, I think 45 is ambitious.
I think very ambitious, yes. Give that guy a razor because he might be slitting his wrist after that shot. Oof. Been put back in there. Should have been on. Nice black right there as that red is open and a little cluster of reds. Done down to come off the cushion. Maybe just a little delicate draw to be on this black. Floats it down nicely. That red to the right of the cluster there. I think that has a path to go into the top left corner pocket. Just playing for the red into the middle pocket. It's a good angle. It gives him the angle onto the black. Canute in Wales. I'm not too sure if the next match on the stream will be the Tom Collins match. It's kind of a roll-on, roll-off kind of theory. When tables become available and players are in the room, we put them on just for the sake of the tournament, just to keep things moving. As Mike just recently alluded to, they're about a couple hours behind. So we just, when players are ready to go, get them on the table.
Solid hit by Amit. Not too many reds available, so possibly looking into the pink ball.
Yeah, once again, there's an angle with that blue.
Just not looking at the blue. He's looking at the brown.
Do these guys know who Stephen Hendry is? That was his patented shot. That's the one that he pretty much brought to the scene, just being on the right side of the blue, smashing it into the middle pocket, cue ball traveling down right into the bunch of reds and splitting them open. And then he'd run away making a century like nobody's business. Tough pockets. Yeah, on a regular table that probably would have been in. Just need to draw this back ever so slightly, put this red into the yellow pocket. Wonder if that red just below the pink in line with it, right in the middle of the bunch, does that go through into the middle pocket? Might just have the angle. No, it wasn't there. So just aiming to get a good cue ball, trying to put it tight to the top cushion. Give that double a chance. The unfortunate part is he's left a easy starter here for Christian to roll through on the red and get onto the black. That was going mighty quick. He's fortunate enough that he cannoned into the reds there. Bump out that cushion. Yeah, both players have shown some good form at moments in this match. They just haven't kept it up. It seems like they start to get going and then they just get stuttered like that. So Is he going to get help from those other reds in the pink? I don't think so. I think he's left this red on into the top left corner pocket. Little annoyance with Christian being a left-hander. That red's getting in the way, kind of being a little bit of a nuisance. Nice shot there. Got a nice angle just to draw it back and get on that loose red. It's kind of healthy option, but let's be on that red just below the pink. Just run through ever so slightly to be onto the pink, to the middle pocket. Oh, running through to be onto the black. Got a nice little rub there. Now we're seeing some nice brilliance here by Christian, expanding his lead. There's a 23. High break of the match so far. I think either player, whoever gets out of this on top, is just going to be happy that they just struggled through that battle, came out victorious. Oh, a nice little 23 there for Christian, but he's left Amit with a red to start, but all the other reds are a little bit tricky, so Amit's going to have to bring some good shot making here. Gets this red in, what color he's going to go on, and needs to use that color to probably break out another red. We'll see how it goes. And he didn't get to break out, so fortunate there, because I always hit the pink didn't drop, or the blue didn't drop. $38 and 59 on the table. Reds are in a funny position. Colors are all out in the open. A few are on their spots.
Yeah, Christian is in the driver's seat here. Amit, he's got to be feeling the pressure.
Christian. Yeah, if Christian can just nip in some reds here and there, really frustrating. And
What was he trying there?
I don't know.
I thought he was trying to really do a thin slice at the red closest to the pocket.
Interesting, Christian shoots left-handed, but when he's using the wrist, he's using the right-handed ways. It's funny how often that happens.
Right? Don't flirt with the pin-offs there.
It's
Corner to corner, cue ball on the cushion, down by a bunch.
I don't think it's straight on, so struck. He's got the angle on the green to get up for some of these reds. No.
That's got to build your confidence.
Yep. Speaking of our basketball analogies from before, nothing but net there.
Nothing but net. All right. Good luck, David Burney.
I'm not playing. What's going on? So Red's in some funny positions here. Well, Christian's got him snookered on 2 reds. Unfortunately, there's another red that's on the table. Yeah, Amit's shaking his head, just a little pacey there. I think that red closest to the green pocket is a chance for shot for nothing here for Christian. Ooh, let's take the lower one. Not just rattle in the jaws. Once again, pinpoint accuracy needs to happen. Tricky shot there, and unfortunately he's left it. Christian taking advantage putting one of these reds. Ooh. Ouch. Just when you think one of these players is going to just pull ahead, they just can't pull the trigger on the pot. It's getting a little late in the day. I think this is the second match for both players, so it should be pretty fresh. But that last second frame definitely had all the ups and downs. Turns that could have taken a lot out of them. Nice cut there by Christian, using the two cushions to get on the black, and he's got a good angle to come back up the table. Just hit the wrong side of the blue there as he snookered himself. Yes, Julian, it was a good snooker, but not the snooker that Christian wanted. See that a lot in the amateur game. A player will make a great pot on a colored ball, but then the result is that they've snookered themselves on reds that they want to go after afterwards. So Amit can slowly crawl his way back into this frame. Christian needs to make the adjustments. Ooh, had the pace there, just not the line. So, third attempt. Final attempt here. So, could have been a little bit more costly. Could have been at 12 points, but Christian escapes. He's got the snooker there. I think that one red near the green is poking out that Christian can clip off of. Nice try there by Amit. Just to run some more. Ooh, that's out in the open, but it is going to be long. Amit does need to dig in. He only trails by 31 points, and there is 43 on the table, so. Nice long pot. Looks like he can come back for. Oh, what about this white ball? What about this white ball? Ooh. He danced with the devil and he won. Oh, that's a tricky black here. I think he's more want to opt for pink into the left middle pocket. Yeah, it's just a little more difficult, those cutback shots there. You know, the pink was close to straight on, maybe a little bit of an angle if he ran through. He's got that red there that maybe he can hit and stun into the red, which holds that cue ball right around that yellow, and the red ball will go around the table and probably tack down to the top end. He could in fact get a snooker, but that's not the case. That's nor here nor there. I think that where the cue ball going phrase might be copyrighted by the great John Virgo. I don't know. Is it? I'll have to let me know. Or unfortunately, someone not sure what's going on with our Facebook feed there. So we're glad that you all are tuning in from YouTube and Twitch TV. Hopefully, when this match concludes, we can get things back up and going on Facebook. A great pot there by Amit. Very nice pink. This needs to run a bit more for him. That's a nice shot there by Amit. But oh, where's that cue ball going? Guess it's got going in the pocket. Oh, my eyes are more on the yellow there. I think he laid a great snooker, Amit. Maybe I should just do it like Michael Caine. Should we call the rest of this frame like that Cocksmith? Who knows? It's a little blur for you guys, but we're in North America here. We talk a little bit different. We don't have that twang. Although some of our friends in Georgia might have that southern twang in their voice. I believe we do have some players that are from that neck of the woods in the tournament. So great to see that this tournament has gone all over America and brought many players alike that just enjoy this great game of snooker. And it's a nice shot to get out of the snooker there. The unfortunate part is he's pushed the yellow close to that pocket. Anything for your Canutes up there? This would be quite a steal if Amit could just run the table here. He needs it to win the frame and match. It's a good stepping stone. He's just eyeing got the snooker. Yeah, it would be nice if you ran it out there, but you don't have to do it all in one go. You know, you don't have to pressure yourself. It was a smart choice there by Amit to elect more for the safety shot rather than going for a difficult pot. I was trying to play safe there, but he's left the screen on. Christian needs this green. This will force Snooker's required stage. Looks for the snooker himself. Very interesting. Christian's a well-versed pool player. You think he would be the more aggressive one, just kill the frame, but exercises some patience there. Nice hit there. Amit didn't get the snooker. If he did, I think Christian would have been kicking himself for not taking on that green. Well, will it come down to a black ball? Who knows? I know Christian doesn't want it to go that way. Commanding 21-point lead with 25 on the table. Just a little bit of swerve could happen here to go around that pink to get on the green for Amit. Just think a two cushion on the right side is no good because I think his escape will be going into the middle pocket if he decided for that. Just got to swerve it enough to get around that pink because then it will straighten itself out. Maybe he can see through. Doesn't look like he's coming down on it. Okay, so he could see it. Very nicely done there by Christian. There's got to be aware of those chances that you could lay a snooker on your opponent. And this is not fun for Amit, that's for sure. that's a tough one cushion escape from my vantage point. Might be able to do 2 cushions top side, come by the blue. He's just going to pick the right point. If this has got pace, it could come back for a 4th. Ooh. I can put him back. No, we cannot actually. Push it to Snooker's required stage. No, it was a tie, my mistake. Yeah, that's a new ruling actually in the book. If there's result of the shot comes about where Snookers have a tie or a win, they can be put back. That's when Snookers are required. That's when they cannot be put back. Christian can get by these balls with a thin snick on the green. Ooh, he went the other side and missed. No, you can put him back. There's only 21 points in it. I think they're calling over Ajaya, the president. Sometimes, as we're just in the infancy of, getting snooker going in America and revitalizing it in Canada, it's just that important. We just need all the help we can get, hopefully behind the scenes, so we can get these matches refereed with skilled officials that just know the rules inside and out, so there's not this question and debate, because kind of just slows down the match a little bit, because both of them just might be a bit new to the game and maybe not well versed in it.
The previous one was not. Remember the one I fouled? I fouled it and it became 25. So that was not. Yeah. Now this one is. Okay. So No. It's a dry ball, so he made a foul. Now it's 21.
25 cap.
25
And I shoot.
Yeah.
And I foul. So now it's 21. Yeah, 25 on.
Oh, then yeah.
Then.
Canute, that would be great if we could get Desislava over here to referee. She's a lovely gal. I got the chance to meet her over in Sheffield for the World Championship. She did a great job on the semi-final, but I think she would cost quite a pretty penny, excuse me. But maybe someday we possibly could get her over, and that's a nice retort there. Great snooker. But maybe we could get her over to do a reffing clinic to teach a bunch of people in America and in Canada the ins and outs of refereeing. As you can see, it would be beneficial to our game to keep growing if we had some of them at the table. We just needed a bit more pace on that, as I think this is definitely cuttable for Christian. It's going to pop out nicely and give him a chance on this brown. So 24 and then 22, so snooker is required if Amit wants to take this match. Big puff of the cheeks out there, just struggling to kill off the frame and the match. Well played. Very nice shot there. Great snooker there. Gets a round of applause there. So with 24 in this, if he misses, the result of it is that Amit can still win without snooker. So this can go back as a result of the shot. This is a nice angle here to be on the brown. Can come down for the blue. There's the pink. There's the black. It's all in your hands, Amit. I popped up too quickly after that. He slammed his head down after the shot. He's giving Christian a shot to go back to the snooker's required stage. Some nice draw back there by Christian. So Christian should be able to take this match here. I don't think Amit's going to be coming back unless there's a disaster that happens. Yeah, nice tight compact shots. So Christian's going to take this match 2-1. It's not been the highest of caliber playing, but hey, we got through it. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll be stepping aside for a few moments to set up our next stream match. David Burney is in the booth with you at the 2022 United States National Snooker Championship. So Christian Youngers takes that one 2-1. And we'll be right back with some great snooker action from Ox Billiards in Seattle, Washington.